Welcome. Let's take a breath together. Something powerful is happening in the sky, and it's not just another date on the calendar. April 27th carries energy that speaks directly to your soul. The Aries new moon is here, not just a phase of the moon, but a spiritual ignition. It's like a spark designed to burn through illusion and light up the version of yourself you've only dreamed about. Lila Martin beautifully describes this moment as a sacred chance to act with spiritual clarity instead of fear. It's your soul nudging you. Now is the time to rise, to move, to shift. You might think nothing has changed, but the truth is, change has already begun, and your choice to engage is what activates it. The energy of Aries hides a mystery, like an ancient doorway behind all its fire and passion. This new moon creates an invisible energetic corridor, like a spiritual hallway, where old versions of yourself can fade away and something new can be born. It doesn't depend on whether you need change. It depends on whether you're ready. If you've been delaying your growth, you won't be punished, but you might feel a fire pushing you forward. That fire doesn't destroy, it heals, awakens, transforms. It's not random, it's coded. Every decision you make under this energy matters more than you know. The universe is aligning your timeline, and your participation is the key. A new moon resets your energy. You might feel restless, emotional, or like something is shifting deep inside. These aren't signs to ignore. They're evidence that something sacred is happening. Imagine you're standing in a corridor with many doors. Each door opens to a different version of your future. Aries doesn't lead you to the safest one. It leads you toward your biggest fear, the one you've avoided. But fear here isn't a warning. It's an invitation, a signal that this is the way forward. This transformation is public, but not in the way we usually think. It doesn't demand you be perfect. It asks only for your presence. Sometimes saying yes to life isn't loud or dramatic. It's a quiet, steady whisper that changes everything. The moon doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It pushes you to act anyway. When you step into that energy, your future begins to shift for the better. Aries is the sign of courage, but this moon offers more than boldness. It offers a sacred opportunity to explore the unknown. It might feel like your entire being is going through a fiery rebirth. Think of the dreams you've delayed, the desires you've tucked away. This moon stirs your solar plexus, the energy center of purpose and drive, reminding you that it's time to reclaim your direction. Sometimes rebirth isn't graceful. It might look like a breakdown or feel like stillness or a trembling hand. But even in that moment, your spirit remembers its strength. Deep down, we all crave internal transformation. Every cell in your body holds that memory. Lila calls these Aries moons soul quakes, not to break you apart, but to shake you awake. If you suddenly feel ready to leap where before you hesitated, that's no accident. That's alignment. Every once in a while, the universe asks you directly, "Are you sure?" But this Aries new moon skips the question. It just says, now. It's not about planning. It's about leaping. You are the signal you've been waiting for. This isn't polished, perfect bravery. It's raw and real. The kind that shows up quietly before you jump and then roars as you take flight. Every decision you avoided will rush back in the wind behind you. This moon resets your identity. Aries rules identity, and right now, the past versions of who you were are being cleared out. Feeling lost isn't failure. It means your soul is outgrowing old labels, old obligations, old names. This isn't a breakdown. It's a spiritual cleanup. You're not falling apart, you're opening up. And if you feel unsure, that might be the moment your true self is finally being heard. Lila calls this process a sacred shed. Imagine looking in a mirror and seeing a version of yourself you've never fully met. Powerful, flawed, unfinished, but deeply aligned. You don't need permission to become that person. Forget stressing about how to define yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Your frequency speaks louder than any biography. Live your truth quietly and fully. The moon doesn't ask, "Who are you?" It asks, "Who are you becoming when no one's watching?" This new moon speaks in subtle ways. Think of it as a sacred text written in light, encoded with possibility. It's not about astrology alone. It's about resonance. These moon energies are messages for those who are willing to listen with more than their ears. They rewrite the stories you've told yourself about who you are. You may notice clarity, strange dreams, or a sudden calm. That's the code activating inside you. Your mind might resist, but your inner wisdom knows this is the language of the divine. Your thoughts might feel louder, emotions stronger, time moving faster. That's not chaos, it's evolution. This new moon is speeding up your alignment with your best possible future. It's not meant to overwhelm you, but to cut through distraction. If you've felt pressure lately, it's not punishment, it's a cosmic invitation to step up. You might feel like giving up something major, career, love, belief, but that's only because a door is closing and a new path is calling. You're not being rushed, you're being focused. While others fear chaos, those who listen deeply will feel something different, a divine compression, like a star forming under pressure. The more narrow your path becomes, the brighter you shine. You're not late. Time bends when you choose yourself. What used to take months may happen in days now. This isn't a rush, it's harmony if you're willing to flow with it. This moon reprograms your mind. Cosmic events like this, new moon sends subtle frequencies that shift how you think and feel. If you feel overly sensitive or emotional, that's not weakness, it's recalibration. These energies know exactly where to go. As your awareness increases, your inner antenna, your pineal gland, lights up. Let it. Trust it. The noise of the world might tempt you to check out, but stillness is now your superpower. In that quiet, something greater speaks. Not your memory, but your soul's wisdom. This moon doesn't just give you thoughts, it downloads inner truths and rewires your system to hold more light. Your mind isn't meant to be idle. It's meant to grow, evolve, and awaken. And right now, under this moon, it's doing just that. People often misunderstand fire. They think it only destroys. But spiritually, fire purifies. Aries doesn't burn things down for the sake of chaos. It seeks clarity. This moon lights your spirit like a priest lights sacred candles. So if you're longing for change but afraid of the price, know this. Aries fire doesn't demand destruction. It offers sacred transformation. All it asks is that you say yes, even with trembling hands. Fire has no answer, shows results. Despite becoming ash, what beliefs, roles, or habits do you hold? Fresh life comes from fire. Trust makes you a phoenix, not ashes. This cleansing is spiritual, not in anger, but in remembering it may make you speak honestly or choose bravely. Safety wasn't your birthright. Being whole was your birthright. After the fire, your truth remains unrepentant. Root emerges finally. Unfinished roots. Alignment marks your field. Aries new moon guides your future. The path may be hidden, possible whisper, pull, a strong sense that this is where I must go. Your path alerts. Previous path was beneficial, but this moon completes it. The pattern is subtle, irrational, and aligned. It will be inevitable, not exciting. Minds desire ease. The soul wants to expand. This moon creates your map without your agreement, even if you doubt the first step. Conversations, synchronicities, and resistance will happen. All indicate new road growth. This time, walk without giving up. This journey spirals. Step by step, you reveal yourself. Loops and rounds improve comprehension, not punishment, outward and in. Truthful decisions illuminate the invisible. Though unknowable, the future is divinely supported, walking together. What you've been heading toward has always been walking toward you as your surroundings change. Protection energy increases now. Vibrational science, not superstition. Some lunar phases protect awakened souls like the Aries new moon. This alignment controls action and blocks old energy spiritually. People, locations, and behaviors can cause subtle resistance. Fear not. Your energy field signals mismatch. Have trust. Increased frequency preserves, not isolates. This moon's departure symbolizes spiritual protection, not punishment. A defense is active. Intention is essential. Stop being available. Setting boundaries using rituals, affirmations, and sacred stillness. When you take advancement seriously, the universe closes doors you were too meek to close. Divine protection may appear as loss, misdirection, or separation. Despite changes, a whisper says, "Not this. The shield should work. You deserve better." Unload and go. The divine architecture is felt, not seen, under this new moon. Around April 27th, mystics refer to the planet-star alignments as alignment windows or geometric resonances. These higher energies flow across the cosmic blueprints. The moon, Mars, and Chiron form a powerful triangle: the warrior, the initiator, and the healer. This celestial arrangement brings healing, activates willpower, and sparks breakthroughs. You might feel these cosmic alignments before fully realizing them. They show up as sudden awakenings, emotional shifts, or destiny-driven moments. It's not about fancy signs. It's the soul responding to divine geometry. This alignment reflects your divine path. This isn't just any moon. It's an eternal reminder of your mission, confirming that you're aligned with divine timing. Your soul's power lines are being activated, waiting for the right frequency, which you're now tuning into under the Aries moon. You may suddenly feel a need to create, communicate, or lead. It's not fancy, it's an awakening code. Your former self was just waiting for the right moment. The fire of Aries fuels this hidden circuitry. What once felt impossible is now within reach. But waking up comes with responsibility. The ego can twist power, but purpose turns it into a mission. Let this moon rewrite your story. You are no longer bound by history. You're connected to a timeless, reliable grid. Misunderstood fury takes on sacred meaning under Aries. It's not the enemy, but raw spiritual fuel for transformation. This moon doesn't call for suppressing fire. It teaches how to channel it. Emotional alchemy turns suffering into strength and response into action. Fury, often feared and concealed, is sacred under this awareness. It signals where boundaries have been crossed, truths ignored, and voices silenced. Aries rises to say goodbye to what no longer serves the spirit. Its fire is freedom, not ego. That scream is strength, not weakness. Use this moon to push your limits. Feel your pain and strength and rise. Whether you write, leave, or begin anew, emotional alchemy is key. Holding your rage with compassion and clarity is your sacred fire. Truth doesn't always bring peace. It ignites action like Aries' flame to initiate transformation. Parts of you that were once quiet now speak, create, and transform with purpose. Underneath your skin lies a vibrational DNA blueprint. This moon alters the light codes within your DNA, affecting the communication between your soul and body. Would you change your space, habits, or thoughts under certain moons? The celestial frequency influences your energies. Aries awakens your soul's power, stirring your skin and igniting your energy. Be focused, sensitive, and energetic. This is a system upgrade. Past lives, talents, and soul contracts resurface in alignment with your growth. These events are not random. They come as part of your journey. The moon calls for spiritual courage. Aries may be seen as combative, but at its highest, it offers wisdom, power to speak your truth and set boundaries without apology. Silence is no longer sacred if it means abandoning yourself. The divine boldness that Aries brings helps you define, not destroy. It's about earning peace, not avoiding drama. Misunderstandings don't always need direct confrontation. Honoring boundaries is enough. Spiritual peace often involves facing harsh truths, setting boundaries, and moving on. Some paths were never meant to last, and accepting this without resentment restores your peace. Mars joins forces with the Aries moon. These energies aren't meant to fight, they work together. For the first time, your actions may mirror your feelings. Mars cuts through noise and indecision, pushing you toward precision and stability. The conversation between the moon and Mars asks, what will you do with this new knowledge? The answer is simple: only what aligns with your soul. The moon's dynamic rhythm encourages introspection and resolution, not rushing. Responding is key. The sky is reaching out. Just take its hand. Finally, during Aries moons, Earth's power is active. The sacred lines beneath our feet are part of intentional living systems. This phase wakes you up to broadcast your energy. Earth remembers your words, actions, and decisions. Spend time in nature, engage in ritual, and move. Earth resonates with you, grounding and amplifying your energy. Walking truthfully, you become part of the Earth story. You're not just a passive observer, you're part of the cosmological dance. Speak, act, release. The Earth hears you.